What's up, guys? This is Garrett Steidley. Today, this video is kind of gonna be a video about my college experience, my learning through college. All the things that I went through college, all the knowledge that I learned, all the accomplishments that I did. Um, Not really to brag or anything, just kind of a video of to get a better idea who Garrett Steidley is. So by the end of it, it might give you a better idea of who I am and you know, kind of where I'm at in life now, considering where I went into college, if that makes any sense. So uh, that's really all the video is going to be about today. So let's jump to it. So let's get into it. One thing I would like to talk about would be the discipline knowledge. This is one big thing that we're doing in our capstone right now, and I feel like I got a good um, discipline knowledge when I entered the education program. Um, they really they do the professors here do a great job at really being able to break things down, and they really do work with their students here, and I can't say it enough how great it is. Um, they do a phenomenal job communicating when students might need help on certain things or maybe personal things. Professors understand that there's life outside of college, and they do a great job of really working with us. In the education program, I was able to, I would say my main thing was learning how to communicate. Uh, with the teaching portion of the program that I was in. Um, Communication is a big thing, as a teacher. You got to be able to communicate with parents. You got to be able to communicate with your principals, your other teachers inside, your classes. Being able to communicate is such a key part of life that, I really think UCO, especially the education program, does a great job of, getting people really ready for that. And, kind of, getting them ready for life. My most significant learning experience here at UCO has been probably, I would say, going through the education program and just, everyone, I was going through the physical education program and now I'm in general studies, but, everyone was kind of may look down on the education program, and so I was kind of skeptical of it, and I would say it as a whole really changed my perspective of teachers and educators and what all it really goes into being a great teacher. um, and that goes with lesson plans, that goes with creating assignments, um, that goes with creating a grade sheet. These are just little things that maybe creating a playlist for your students. Little things that you would never really think of, and it's a big part of their everyday teaching, and big part of students learning. Another great learning experience for me here at the university was being a student athlete here. Um, you know, Between having to do homework and making 6 a.m. lifts and kind of creating your schedule around you know practices and lifts and vice versa, and um, that teaches you to really kind of grow up and be on your p's and q's. And I think UCO does a great job of helping their fellow student athletes out, and you know, between traveling and being gone on the road a lot and going to different states and competing and stuff, and um, I think the professors do a great job of communicating with us, and vice versa, and working with us really, and um, that's a big thing for me. That's a big thing that really stood out to me, and again, the learning from that, just learning how to manage your home, manage things, put certain things first. Um, it was a great learning experience for me, and you know, definitely is gonna add to real life scenarios for me. Based on my learning through UCO and the whole education program, and going through general studies and just getting the basic knowledge that it takes. You know, One thing I'm going to be able to offer is discipline. Um, Having putting things first. You know, uh, there's certain things in life that are more important, and certain things that aren't, and it's being able to realize that. And I think it's important for everyone to have that quality, because it's very important to be disciplined. Another thing I'm going to be able to offer is having great communication. You know, UCO, their whole learning experience is through online and communicating through emails and stuff, and I really find that great, because that really great gets us ready for real life scenarios on how to communicate properly, how to write an email, how to how to just even write in general, how to use correct wording, how to even create a paper. These are just this is big. Um, so yeah. The last thing I'll be able to offer is hard work and dedication. Um, College, it's tough. I definitely had some classes that tested me, and definitely had some professors um, that tested me. But I know it was all for good manner. They're trying to get me um, ready for the world, and I just think being able to go through college for 5 years, and just you're able to learn a lot, and it's more of, yes, you get great knowledge, obviously, especially at a great university like UCO, but you learn how to essentially grow up, be an adult, and they really do a great job of producing great young men and women when graduation rolls around. And you know, each and every one of them's hardworking. They had to bust their butt, and no doubt, because I know that I had to. Uh, and that also leads into being dedicated. There's certain things that you may not get to go do. You got an exam the next morning. You might not get to go to the state fair. Um, Things like that. I think being able to put things first was big for me here at the university, and learning that, and that came with the education, knowing what's important, um, putting homework first, and I think that's going to roll into who I am as a worker, because I know I'm a hard worker, and I know I'm going to be able to work hard in anything that I do, any aspect. Um, it's just all about opportunity and staying dedicated, and knowing that whatever happens happens, and it's all part of a plan, and um, keep pushing. Um, so yeah. So all in all, that is it. That is my capstone for here at the university. I can't thank everyone enough here at the university, here in my capstone. Here, everyone that crossed my path here at the university, I can't thank enough because you did affect me in some way or another. And I can't speak highly of this university enough. It is fantastic. All in all, great time here. Um, Gonna miss it, but time to put this chapter to an end and start a new one. I'm out. Peace.